get things done.
I have one more question, I'll question after you're done.
We finished the past couple of weeks of mill and fill, the paving project in the city of Circleville, several streets. And it was successful. Shelley Company did the work. We're lining up pavement marking now. The next project is SLurry seal, which there's no milling involved, but there is crack sealing, pavement repairs, potholes, cracks, with our new hot box, where we can use hot asphalt, which when you put it down hot and it hardens, it stays there.
We got one?
We got it in service last week. We're fortunate enough to manage to get one this year. It's been a need for many, many years. In the winter, you'll notice we patch a pothole and literally in days sometimes it's open again. With hot mix, we expect that to last. So that will pay for itself many times over the years. We're doing that now. You may have seen some equipment from the Griffin pavement striping company in town, blasting off pavement markings on St. Nicholas Drive on North Pickaway Street. Have you all seen that?
Yes.
Well, that's thermoplastic pavement markings, and you can't slurry seal over that because it's plastic and it'll slip off if it won't hold. So that's being blasted off, and then next week, after Labor Day, on the 2nd, we expect the slurry seal to move in. We're going to do Nicholas Drive, Good Child Service Road, Barnes Avenue, and a few other streets. But back to the Shelley Company paving project, the mill and fill of last month. We had a bid for all the various streets. We had a few change orders that affected the contract price. The original contract, $448,000. Of course, went out for bid. We awarded the bid to Shelley, a little bit. And we had some gas company construction on Plaza Drive that caused us to delay a little bit. So we had a remobilization fee to bring the pavement, the paver back. And then we substituted Kingston Pike for Houston Street, because Houston Street is under serious consideration to be ODOT in the city to close. So why pave it now if we're going to close it in the near future? We'll perhaps close it and then take a look and see what we have to do. So we had a Kingston Pike. We're allowed to go 10% over the awarded bid amount for contingencies, for change orders, for the necessary adjustments. It's like anything else when you build something, it always costs, usually if not less, a little bit more than what you would estimate. We're allowed to go 10%. On East Franklin Street, we ran into an undercut problem. The paver was going down East Franklin Street paving, and it actually dropped down a few feet into the ground. The road base was clay. We didn't know it. We had to pull it out, and we had to go in and put fill, gravel in, and a lot of pavement in there. It cost a lot of money. It took us over 10%. So that's it's not a problem, but we have to go to you with an ordinance before Gail will pay the bill. So that's what we had before us. It was on East Franklin Street, and it cost us well, there was some work, but basically it was a lump sum at $48,077.54. We had an inspector there. We had money in our paving budget, but it just wasn't part of the Shelley contract. 10% was, so 10% of $448,000 would be $44,000, but this with the other change order took it over that by a few tens of thousands of dollars. So I'm asking for approval of the as the ordinance reads, 48. To council approve the additional expenditures before the auditor can make new payment to the contractor for these unanticipated emergency costs. They were unanticipated. We didn't know it was going to be like that. And it was late in the project. It was early in the project at the very get-go. We could non-perform or pick a couple streets just not to pay for $48,000 in offset. But we had already been committed to these streets, and it came in late. And again, this is not uncommon. This happens, but again, it requires your consent to move forward past the